listening to a QLB Media Group podcast.
All right. Fucking episode number 2. You probably just heard the bonus. And yeah, I was the cause of why there is a bonus. But we're gonna move right along. We're not even finna dwell into that. Welcome to We Just Talkin Ish.
Did you say tits?
I was finna say titties because
Rosa giving what Peach and Punch.
Peach and Punch is back for season 2.
And they are gorgeous.
And they're out on such a great episode. And this one is called Contractual Prostitution.
I can't stand you.
But before we get into that, ladies, how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Walker the Late Night Stalker, give me some good sex news report. Did you get another jar of extracted oils?
It's almost empty. We still working on that one.
Get as much as you can. Use little scoops.
Yeah,
Little.
Dip the knuckles in and come up with it, and then it comes to temp really fast on your hands. Yeah.
Little scoops. Rosen, any ding-a-ling?
Stay out my bees.
You are my business. Any ding-a-ling?
Stay out my business.
You are my business.
I am
both
not.
Both of you two are my business. I care about you both.
I am happily single. I am happily single.
Happily my ass. Yes. Contractual prostitution. We're getting right to this one, and you're probably trying to figure out what the hell contractual prostitution is. And I'm finna give it to you in my definition. Contractual prostitution is when you and a man, not necessarily have to be, well, 9 times out of 10 is not your man. You and the man have agreed to, if he gives you money for this, you give him that. The reason that is a contract agreed, contractual, and why I say it's prostitution, because some of y'all don't think you're prostituting, but that's exactly what it is. And we're going to get right into it right here on episode 2, Contractual Prostitution. If I pay your rent, you're going to give me them draws.
Isn't that a post trending right now? I wonder how freaky she'll get if I pay her rent 3 months, 6 months, year.
I saw that.
Have you? Oh yeah, it's
I saw that.
around on Facebook. Yeah, where they've been sharing it, and it's just like, I wonder how freaky she'll get if I pay her rent up for 3 months. And then there have been women who have shared the status, and they'll be like, I get real freaky if you pay my rent for 3 months. So this is furthering.
I need to know what his definition of freaky is, because
it don't matter if you agree. It does. You are a prostitute.
My level of freakiness and his level of freakiness may be two different things. See, I may be super freaky, he may be just freak.
Whatever amount of freak you bring, it still makes
you can't give everybody super freak. I don't care how much money he paying. You can't give everybody super freak.
Whatever level of freakiness you bring makes you a prostitute. You took money.
Because basically it's saying if your freak level changes based on the amount of money being dropped off, then
that just makes you level 1 prostitute, level 10 prostitute.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's understand something. First of all, prostitution is the oldest game in the book, and prostitution was created by women and men. So,
it's not a problem. But
it should not be.
It's not a problem. But the thing is, there are so many women who post, a man has to spend this kind of money on me, buy me this, do this for me to do XYZ for him. And then when people say, yo, that's prostitution, they go like, no, it's not. It's my standard. And so it's like, so your only standard is money? Like, he doesn't need to be considerate, emotionally intelligent, loyal. Like he don't need to have any of that. Like he just needs to pay. That's
but that's her standard. That's not a transaction. That's her standard.
Is a transaction. If I give you money and you give me something else, that's a transaction.
She said he has to be able to do those things for her. She didn't say, hell, she may not be emotionally intelligent. So why would she require something of him that he's not requiring of her?
But they do that every day.
Dating these days is like, hey, I know I just met you, but here's $800 for your rent.
Really? Where he at?
That's what women want and expect. Like, how can you gotta vet some stuff before you start investing? Just like you would invest in a stock or a business or something. You gotta see a business plan first. You gotta come to a couple of rehearsals or come to the facility or something. You can't just be dropping out money and you don't see where your money going. So why is it that when men are texting a young lady and after 3 days she go like, I'm good trying to figure out how to pay my light bill? Well, how was you paying your light bill before you met me?
Well, first of all, my thing is this: if he fall for that shit, then that's on him. That's on him.
True too.
Because ain't no way in hell after 3 days you need to figure out. First of all, I don't need to be in talking to you about my financial issues in 3 days.
But it's happening. I have a lot of male friends, and this is a conversation that happens.
Well,
I know it's happening. It's been happening for a long time. That's one of the oldest lines in the book for a woman who trying to just get some money out of a dude. That's one of the oldest.
If a dude just say, well, I pay your light bill if you suck my dick from the back for 45 minutes and let me pee on you.
Shit.
No, he can't
say, oh my God, sir, don't do that.
See what I mean by levels of freak?
Oh
the
my
first
God.
part had me all right. That second part, nigga,
and let me pee on you. My God.
You will not
if you
me.
ask for a light bill in 3 days, I don't know what's going on in Dustville, but MLG&W is out here tripping. So light bills are high.
I don't have them type of light bills out here. Mine is about $200 a month. $200.
Child,
if that.
Child, please. So if she's bold enough to ask for her light bill to be paid in 3 days of texting, he can't be bold enough to say, well, let me fuck you right.
I agree. I can agree. He can.
So where I got this from was I was listening to Steve Harvey in the morning show via the podcast.
And he should know about contractual prostitution.
Hey. I'm not gonna do Steve like that.
Hey, he married Lady Heroin. Don't play.
He is. It wasn't a strawberry letter, but it was definitely one of his chief love officer segment, and she wrote in that the dude wanted all his stuff back, and she didn't want to give it back because she stopped giving up the cat. Okay,
was this an agreement?
And then that's when
that's why you get
Steve
shit in
Harvey
writing.
said the very first thing that came out of his mouth was, "Ma'am, you're a prostitute. This is a contractual prostitution."
That was. Well, that means she has already paid. He can't get shit back then.
Like you was talking about refunds.
You ain't no refunds, boo. You not already paid for it. You paid for what you got. Move on. Next.
Next question: Have you two? If you two ever did a CP?
A contract? No, I have not had the opportunity.
So no one has never paid something for you, and you gave up the vagina.
Paid them stuff, but I ain't paid. I ain't get anyone because of that.
No, no, not outright in that way. Absolutely not. Because if you spending time with me, you coming up off some stuff anyway. Because everything is transactional anyway.
Which brings me to one of the points. I like that.
Are you buying and selling a product? Because if you invest enough time with me, that means we're going out on dates or whatever, we spending money.
Men in relationships, whether girlfriend or married, because it's going to be a real short episode. Just 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
They're paying for it.
Men in relationships, whether girlfriend or married, do they pay for the pussy from their significant other? Yes.
I do not feel like that.
Yes.
No.
Low key.
Which brings up another point: leasing the pussy with the option to buy.
Okay, first of all, if you're in a relationship,
you want that's a lease. You ain't bought it until you're married.
Hold on. If you're in a relationship, an actual man is in a relationship with a woman,
dating, he's going to be paying
say
for
relationship.
everything.
Why
Then
does he have to pay for everything?
He's not paying for everything.
He's paying for the majority.
Why
No.
why do you feel that?
No, that ain't what's going on over here.
I mean, no, he ain't supposed to pay for everything.
So over there, Miss Patria, he's buying pussy, you buying dick.
Yeah. I take him out on
if
that
you're
pay
gonna
for it, you know
look
he got
at
to
it-
drop it off when he gets to the house.
If you're going to look at it in that sense, yeah, okay, then everybody's buying everybody. But if you're in a relationship,
I know. Put it the bill at season 52, and he had to drop them draws off.
Okay, well, if that's the case, because men, women, you're finna be paying up something. You're finna pay for 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 dates before you even think about giving them that pussy. So is it cheaper to just go with the prostitute from Backpage?
It's cheaper to go with the prostitute if sex is the goal.
If that's the only goal.
If getting a nut is the goal,
go with a prostitute.
Go to a prostitute. Legit. Like if you're
That's
literally
why,
looking for a nut, go to the prostitute.
That's why when we was on Kevin Locke's the Main Look podcast, and he stated that men getting upset about women not giving up the pussy after the first date, he didn't spend money.
Yep.
Okay, but if you asked me out on a date, did you or did you not expect to spend money? Why was the expectation of me giving? Why was the expectation of me giving pussy?
Exactly. That should be, it doesn't automatically mean I take you out on a date, you give me pussy.
No, there's no there should not be any expectation that I'm going to open my legs because you asked me out. Now you're just assuming you're just assuming that I'm a prostitute at that point. And when you get disappointed, you mad?
If the conversation is not had up front, because you can be honest about it, like, hey, like I want to buy some of your time. Because I've been asked to buy some of my time.
You buying my time does not mean that I am going to open my legs during that time.
This is what I'm getting ready to say. The person that asked me if they could buy some of my time, I said, well, what does this include? And he listed everything and sex was included. And so I was like, well, what's your number? Like, what was the price that he wanted to put out to buy my time?
What's the ballpark figure? What did he say?
He said $450.
Nigga, please.
And I was like, I'm not for sale. I just wanted to see what he was going to say.
$450?
And he was like $450 for, conversation, drinks, meal, whatever, and sex, however he wanted it. And I was like, I'm not
for the night.
Yeah,
that's basically $450 for the night. Nah, Negro, they don't even pay the rent. Sorry, not for the night.
And I was like, I'm not for sale. I've been approached by a couple, and they offered $1,000.
I got 12.
So $450 for how many hours was he asking?
Just for the night. So I guess whatever random time you will go on a date, like I guess 8 to 6 in the morning. I guess almost 12 hours. That ain't 12 hours shift.
Don't ask me how I know this, but when Backpage was popping, let's talk about Back. Of course I was on it. Let's talk about Backpage. You buy stuff. It's like Craigslist.
Whatever.
But Backpage ended up getting famous.
Buying some milk.
Backpage end up being famous because of the prostitution section that was on Backpage. And so here's how it works. Don't ask me how I know. If you know you're fine, you can charge 80, 100, 150 for 15 minutes, what they call a quick visit of your time. But if you don't even feel that you're that fine, 60 bones for 15 minutes. They're doing this all throughout the day. Now, mind you, there's other women on Backpage doing the same thing. So now you have your regular clients that come all the time, and then you try to get new ones. So let's just say they're doing, someone get a calculator out. We're going to do the math right here live on We Just Talkin Ish podcast, Titty Edition.
We ready?
All right. So if the average girl is selling her pussy for $60 for 15 minutes, and she does that, let's say, 5 times a day,
That's
times
300.
she's doing it all week long. That's 7 days.
2,100.
She has to give the hotel that she's doing it in for the week at least $250.
Okay, yeah.
1,850.
$1,850 times 4. What does she make for the month?
$7,400.
And that's just saying if she gets 5 men a day, they're probably getting more. And that's just if you're regular. If you know you're fine, you're selling it for 100 for 15 minutes, 150, and men are paying
Rosa over here
this.
questioning her life decisions.
People are paying this. I'm not, and
Where's my water?
and I'm not. Don't ask me how I know this. And they always stay safe. They're putting the condom on you. They're taking the condom off you. Don't ask
How
me how
do
I
you
know
know
this.
this in such
Don't ask me how I
detail,
know
Q?
this. You don't hand them the money
You
personally.
sound like a professional.
You don't hand them the
My bad. You sound like a regular.
You don't hand them the money personally. You put it in the dresser. That way, there was no exchange. Oh, officer, he just put the money on the dresser. We had sex later. Versus, he gave me the money hand to hand. Then
He
we
is
had
very
sex.
clear on this.
Man, what? You either was the pimp
15 minutes.
or the trick.
Now, there's men that want more than 15 minutes.
Hell
So you
yeah.
have 15, you have 30, you have an hour. Of course, 60 for 15. You might do 80 for 30 minutes, 100 for an hour. Niggas is paying this because me personally, I don't see why I need an hour.
Not with you just trying to get
Because I'm here just to get
a
my
nut.
nut. I don't even need the 15. Be safe, and I'm gone. So, which wasn't on the topic list, do we hate or disagree with that lifestyle of a woman selling her pussy if she's making that kind of money?
I don't care
I
what
don't
she doing with
disagree
her
with it.
pussy.
Wait a minute. She may be also, are you there? She may be also a stripper.
Of course, I have
pussy.
I have no objection to what she does with her body. That's her decision.
So instead of having contractual prostitutioning, why don't you just get into that business to get your bills paid if that's what it's all about, ladies?
You do have women that are out there. Some people just choose not to. That is, everything isn't for everybody. Just like I don't want to go out there and get me a welder's job. I don't want that type of job. I don't want to do that type of work. So that's not what I'm going to do. Same thing with prostitution. Some women just feel like that's just not what they want to do with themselves. So they choose not to.
They're doing contractual prostitution.
Not everybody's doing contractual.
So, okay. So I hear both of y'all. All right. Rosa, in a traditional dating situation, when you dated a guy and it's going towards kind of consistent and serious, at what juncture do you expect money to be spent on you? And what does that
But it's
money
already been
include?
spent on you.
Okay.
He took you out. He was taking you out.
Okay, but that's a choice that he makes to choose to take me out on a date because he wants to get to know me or he wants to take me out in those type of settings. That is a choice he makes. That is not a contractual agreement. That is a choice that he makes.
No.
To get to know me.
He's spending it though.
Okay.
He's already so my question is, everybody has a number.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are more straightforward about their number, which is why it's called contractual prostitution, essentially, because you have women that literally say, he has to buy me this, and this before I'll do or say or consider this, and this. That's essentially an exchange. It's not.
Yeah.
So for you, is it a certain number or an amount of time for you that allows you to do and respond to him in certain ways? Is it based off of the things that he does for you? Like, and then Q, it's for me, you gotta consider people love languages, because people number one love language is, gift giving. Then unfortunately you would call those people the people that do contractual prostitution. For a person, for me, gifts is the last thing on my list.
Yes. But he falls under leasing the pussy with the option to buy.
Right.
No.
He does. And she falls under her main love language is gift giving, but essentially it's kind of contractual prostitution, because if it depends on the size and the type of gifts or the amount of money that he spends, all these 5-star restaurants, whatever, if that determines how you treat him or what he receives from you, then it's like, yeah, you got a number on being dated and what you do. For me, I'm a person, gifts are the last thing on my list. Time is number one. And so if you're spending time, there's going to be moments and opportunities for money to be spent. My father always taught me to never ask a man to pay a bill directly. You could ask him for money, or over time, he's going to just hand you money anyway, and you do whatever needs to be done with that money. But as a single person running your house and he's not married to you and his household is not your household, you should never directly ask a man to pay your bills, because it's kind of like, well, she could be bought if somebody walk up with the right amount of number, if this is one of her requirements. And so that could, depending on the man, that could put a level of insecurity within the man, saying if the right man walk up to her with enough money, she'll go. My loyalty doesn't lie in money. My loyalty lies in time. And if you're with me, money is going to be spent anyway, but it's not just going to be your money. It's going to be our money being spent, because one day I pick up the check, he'll pick up the check. I'm going to just randomly pick up something that he like. He going to randomly pick up something I like. Exactly. If it's an emergency and it's between pay periods, at some point, a cash app going to be sent, but it's going to be taken care of. And you don't really have to ask. But if that's a requirement.
So that's not a contract. And that makes it not a contractual prostitution. That makes it a relationship. And that's what I'm trying to say. What you just spoke of.
He's still paying for the pussy.
Yeah, because every relationship is transactional. People say all the time, I show up for you, but you don't show up for me.
His prime agenda is not the pussy, so he's not paying for the pussy. For me, if it's a real man, he's taking care of the woman that he loves and respects. That's just simple.
Yeah, all that falls. Yeah. So where I got this from was when I used to work in the warehouse, and we used to talk about.
It was most definitely some contractual prostitution going on up in there.
We used to talk about this in the warehouse, and a nigga would say, "Oh, you buying pussy," and I would turn around and be like, "Nigga, you in the relationship, you buying it too. Yours is you're just paying. Then y'all decide to have sex one night, where he just $60, 15 minutes."
One is direct and one is indirect, because to me, everything is transactional. You don't necessarily go into a relationship with a friend, a man, or whatever otherwise expecting something in return. However, if it's money or otherwise, if I ask you for $25, Rosa, and you give it to me, and then you ask me for $25 later, you're going to be like, well, I gave her some money. It wasn't no problem. And I'm expecting her to be able to do the same. If I come back, it's all transactional. If you prayed for me and showed up for me, but you can't do that for me, it's not even. So if our relationships are transactional, it's what you want to call it. It's the people that sit around and say a man is required to spend this amount of money to get whatever from me. You literally telling him he got to buy you. Is that not what you're telling him?
That's in that sense, yes. But I'm saying I'm not speaking in that sense. I'm speaking in a regular relationship sense. That is not to me.
You just don't look at it like he's buying pussy if you're in a regular relationship.
Because he's not there just for the pussy. That's why. If he's just there for the pussy,
guaranteed. Well, he's securing the pussy. He ain't buying it, but he's securing it. Pussy don't straight.
So what is she doing? What is she doing then?
She put her bid in.
What's she doing? I mean, if she's sitting in the relationship too, what is she doing?
You're asking the question because you two ladies actually give back in relationship.
Yeah,
There's
so,
some women out there that really do not pay for dates with their man after a certain amount.
Let's understand this. There are men out here that do not require and do not want their women to pay for anything. They feel better about themselves not having their woman pay for anything. So
you're saying, what is she giving in return?
Yes.
It maybe sex. A lot of time they like to pay.
What
back
if it ain't the sex?
Cooking, letting him have a side chick.
Okay, so a friend of mine had
taking care of his kids.
He met a chick. He liked the chick. Come to find out the chick was married. I'm going to take it that the man couldn't perform, so he was okay with her having sex with my friend. Mm-hmm. And not only having sex with my friend, but also having sex in front of them. Mm-hmm. And he paid for it. He just watched. He just watched, and he was okay with it. No, there was no transaction of any kind. He just watched. There was nothing. But he took care of this woman. Like she had nice house, nice clothes, nice everything.
That's all he could do. And then that goes to how they say the broke men had the best sex because they can't do nothing else.
Well, he wasn't. My friend wasn't really broke, but yeah.
But you know they say that like some guys they do. Can't offer nothing else.
They do. They can't give you some good dick. That's it. Yeah. They give you some good dick.
Yeah.
My bad. I wasn't supposed to say that, was I? My bad. The good D.
That's all they got to offer. So they got to lock you in some kind of way.
D ever.
And you got some men who just like have no game. Oh. They goofy looking or whatever, but they got money, so they end up with women. It worked both ways. They still have women because they got money. Yeah. So and then it goes back to what you value. Mm-hmm.
It really does. I just feel like if it's a relationship, two people are both giving, so it's not a contractual prostitution because nobody is in it. To me, prostitution, for one, let's understand what prostitution is. Prostitution is about
take the prostitution out. Then it's contractual.
But that's a relationship. Any relationship is a contractual. Every relationship, whether it's business, emotional, relationships, that's what a relationship is. It's a contractual agreement between friends, between family. That's what it is. But we're talking about
it's a contract.
It's the contract.
Reciprocity is give to receive, receive to give.
So you can't take
your currency may be different.
You can't take out the prostitution if that's what we're talking about. We're talking about contractual prostitution, sir. So, contractual prostitution.
Over there prospering too.
Should you ask your new man to help finance your lifestyle?
No.
My new man?
No.
You meet somebody. No, you should. Once again, these are the two ladies that say no, but this falls back on what you said earlier, that women ask.
You do. You have some women. You ask us, though.
Not saying bill. Not saying bill. It's saying lifestyle.
Yeah. The whole lifestyle. Yeah.
I don't feel like he should finance my lifestyle. Now, if I have a particular lifestyle, he needs to be able to keep up with my lifestyle with his own. But he does not have to finance mine because if it's my lifestyle, I was already financing this shit before he came along.
Boom. So you coming to enhance for us to create a new lifestyle that's above the one I was living by myself. But you should be able to walk in and walk with me. If I'm already eating here, then let's be able to continue to eat here.
Which brings me to a post. She said a woman shouldn't ask her man to buy a $5,000 purse if she can't put $5,000 in it.
I
agree. First of all, some of these heifers out here running around with these $5,000 purse and ain't got $10 in it. So, not even a credit card. Everything maxed out. To me, your priorities are fucked up. If that's
she laid on her back to get their purse, so
yeah, can't. No, she should have laid on her back and got a business. If you're gonna lay on your back, get a business. Get a business.
Some real estate.
Some real estate.
Bitcoin.
Selling that pussy.
Some investments. Some stocks. No. If I'm gonna lay on my back, trust and believe, I'm gonna be rich. First of all,
Well, you can. We just added up the numbers. Just let me know. I'll make your profile.
You ain't pimping me, sir.
I ain't say I was pimping you. I just said I was going to make your profile.
No,
I do such a great job putting these podcasts together.
Pay you directly. Don't play. Don't play like he won't just drop it off because it's you.
Zell be going off every 15 minutes.
Every 15 minutes, you might as well move in then.
Nope.
And let me lease the pussy with the option to buy.
No, sir. Ain't no lease options over here. You either gonna buy or you gonna get this 15 minutes.
But I mean, don't you have to put down is it 0 down payment?
Oh, hell no. You got to put up a
5% down?
This ain't no Wells Fargo.
Well, you said they gotta buy it, so what kind of credit they got to have?
You gonna have to have
some payment down, or they gotta buy it outright. You
got to put your deposit down. And then you got your deposit. You have to have you get your closing costs and stuff together.
So how long do you expect your man to wait if he's dating you? And dating means he's 9 times out of 10 to spending money. So how long do he have to keep spending money before you be like, he's been so good to me. Let me give him a shot at this vagina.
I'm a vibe type female. It's a vibe.
Me too.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Well, he can vibe without spending money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's happened before.
It has. It has happened before. It's a vibe type thing. It's not he gotta spend, he gotta do all that.
Spend time.
He gotta spend some time. Oh yeah, he gotta most definitely
spend no money. And that's the thing. If he's spending time, some money coming out anyway.
Anyway, because he gonna want to be like, okay, if the vibe is great, he gonna be like, come on, let's go kick it. Let's go have dinner. Let's go. He's going to offer these things.
Yeah. Because
so how long does he get an offer?
Coconut oil took me on like 5 dates in 2 weeks. So.
And how much did you think he spent in them 2 weeks?
Enough.
I can't say how there's no dollar amount.
Did he spend a work check on you?
No. He pays himself, so
I can't say that I haven't had somebody spend large amounts of money before ever seeing anything. But that was their choice.
Before ever doing what?
Before ever seeing anything.
I ain't paid shit and I'm seeing shit now. Shit now.
Baby, he saw this too, but I'm talking about seeing the actual goods, taking on that roller coaster ride, that fun ride, going to Funland. That's what I'm talking about.
I thought we was family. Why we ain't seen the goods?
Cause we family.
Well, we're a different kind of family. We that nasty family.
No, we not.
Speak for yourself. Don't be putting
Stop speaking French.
We that Arkansas family.
No, the fuck we not. I'm sorry.
We that down in the SIP.
Nah, this ain't down. No.
No, you by yourself.
You're on your own on that one.
You went too far. Had to leave you by yourself.
You heard
you on the side of the road in your country.
You heard it here first. It's contractual prostitution, ladies and gentlemen.
It's way more people out there doing it. Don't want to call it that.
And that's what I was getting at. You thinking that's not what it is, but that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. And that's okay. Walk into the situation straight up. Like, sir, if you pay my rent,
this is what you get. This is what it is. If you're good with it. Because my
don't
thing
be
is
fronting and calling it something else, because men set in patterns about what type of woman you are real quickly. So if they see you the type of woman that can be bought, they're going to struggle with truly trusting you, because there's always another person with some more money than the next person. So it's like, oh, if I'm dropping off $500 the first date, if a dude pull up and drop off $1,500 the first date, that's where she gonna go. So now you got to deal with that. So you got to consider how you start is how you end.
And that's the thing. You have to understand that if that's what you're going to do, men as well,
Men, if that's what you want, if that's the type of situation you want with a person, be upfront with that. Don't get mad because you didn't get no ass on the first date, or you feel like, oh, okay, I done put in a couple of dates and she still ain't put out. What's the problem? No, sir, this was not that. You asked for you said that you wanted a relationship. You wanted to talk and you wanted to get to know this person. You didn't say you wanted just some pussy. Say that's what you want up front. I just want some pussy. I don't want to get to know you.
Say that's what we want up front. Does that work?
Sometimes it does. Sometimes. If that's what she does. If that's what she's about, then yeah, it'll work. But at least, you know what I'm saying, y'all get the rigmarole and won't have all that emotional bullshit later on. The rigmarole.
She's showing her age.
Whatever. That's what I'm showing the South in me. That's that rigmarole.
Now you showing your age, fool.
Well, I ain't never denied it, so that's what I ain't done.
You ain't got to. You look good. You look good. That's all that matters. You look good, girl. You look good.
Urban Dictionary. What the hell is a
rigmarole?
How you spell it?
Oh, that's what it is. But and then too, the man have to understand that, okay, if you end up being broke, don't be mad if she don't stay around and have your back.
Because she was there for just the money to begin with. That was what y'all had an agreement on from the beginning. She was here for the money. And if you ain't got it no more, then guess what? She's moving to the next man that does. That's what she's there for. She's not.
She's on the live on the other side.
She did.
Oh, not the wine baby. Yeah.
That's the soundbite.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, well, there you have it. The ladies explain to you if that's what you want, men. Be straight up. If that's what you want, ladies, be straight up. Contractual prostitution. Just know that makes you a prostitute. I'm sorry.
Not sorry.
It is what it is. It is.
I apologize, ladies.
I'm not sorry. Therapy episode part 2. Be real and honest with yourself first.
It's coming, but not before it's episode 3. Men leave too soon. Women stay too long.
Woo.
I posted it on my Facebook, and I got somebody who wants to be a guest on that because they claim they got a lot the fuck to say. So I'm gonna set that up right here on We Just Talkin Ish Titty Edition on just this episode. Can I get some pictures, some microphone, headphone? Just gonna put your headphone and microphone on there, Patria, and so we can let the people know how good my 2 co-hosts. She just tried to Jill. What's the Jill Scott? She just tried to.
That was Jill Scott the microphone.
She tried to Jill Scott the microphone.
They can't see it, so they don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah. So yeah. Until next time. Yeah. Prostitution. Let me get on. Well, Backpage is closed, but I'm finna get on Exotic Monkey.
What the hell?
Exotic Monkey.
You ain't got no OF. You ain't got no OF account.
No, I'd never had one of those. Somehow some Babbage ass trash on them. Just anything join that little site.
You know what? I ain't got time for him. I don't. You need to go heal, baby.
Oh, you said OnlyFans. I thought you meant Plenty of Fish.
Oh no, I ain't.
No, she said
I said only OF account.
No,
I'm surprised you ain't got several subscriptions.
Oh no, because it's the podcast. I can be honest. Yeah, I go on there. But here's the thing. I look at it as that's your business. That's your money maker. I support you in your business. If you make candles, I'll buy your candles. If you sell sexual content, buy it. But the problem is,
why is voice crack?
The problem is Pornhub is free. I can click up and down Pornhub at any time of the day, all day long. You just can't click on the videos that got the yellow at the bottom. They want you to sign up and pay a subscription. Sometimes they let those videos be free and you get to watch them, but they be babbage. Now, with that being said, if Pornhub is free and you're on here on OnlyFans charging $15 a month, you need to be regularly adding content. You should never go 2-3 weeks and you charging people a month to see some shit.
Valid point.
Valid point.
Now, also, don't be on there trying to read me a book and some lingerie. No.
But some people, that's like,
yeah.
and so shit. That's a third market.
No.
I could do that.
No. You need to be on there getting fucked. I need to see something about you that I can't see on your Facebook page.
Everybody
some people
doesn't
that just want to see feet, hands,
I don't have that kind of fetish. I need to see pussy getting fucked.
You know what?
Episode over.
At least 3 times a week.
You need therapy.
You need to be uploading something to your OnlyFans.
You need to be in therapy, sir.
And OnlyFans, you need to make it where it shows up on the bill as something else. God damn it. And we're out.
And we're out.
This shit should be on there just OnlyFans charge. It's really? It's crazy. Well, yeah, we go.
Yeah. We just talking ish.
Tits, I need some more subscribers. Go in and show your titties.
Season 2.
This gonna be the thumbnail.
Episode 2.
Show your titties. This gonna be the thumbnail. Sex sales.
They out. I mean, they can't get no outer.
Just get as close as you can to your camera. Come on.
For what?
Boy, if you don't start recording this day on episode.
I double dog did.
Goodbye.
I double dog.
Goodbye.
I double titty did.
Good night, our fans and loved ones. We love you all.
No fans. No fans. People.
Voila!